Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase. It's really an opening party. Everything you see in front of you and a bunch of stuff behind it, we're going to be opening up. We're basically playing catch up. We're doing some housekeeping. I got to finish off the Hot Wheels basic new models right here. The Zamacs right here. I got convention cars I got to open up. They just arrived from our friends at the convention from the convention last week. So we're going to finish off the new models and the Zamac collections. There's a little asterisk there. We'll talk about that in a second with the new models. And then that basically prepares us for the Lamley Awards coming up. They're starting up right after Thanksgiving. Details on that soon, but it is the biggest Lamley Awards we have ever done, and I'm super, super excited. I think you're going to really enjoy this. It's going to be competitive. There's going to be a lot of opinions, a lot of people that agree and disagree and all that stuff, but you're going to get chances to vote on not only Hot Wheels, but Matchbox and even other brands in all kinds of ways. It's going to be super, super fun, so prepare for that. But we got to open up all this stuff, so let's get right to it. Let's start with the basics. Actually, start with the Zamacs. The Q case Zamacs just came out. They're hitting Walmart, and for some strange reason, they're also hitting... I saw them at Dollar Tree, so some sort of distribution mistake, but you know, you find them there, you find them there. But they are in the Q case. This is the final, what we've got. This is number 18, the final one. This would be 17. So we'll start with number 16. If I push this stuff, and I'm going to, just out of the way, keeping it messy. If you look right over here, you've got all of the Zamacs, a little bit out of shot, but there's 18 Walmart exclusive Zamacs every year, so these will be the final three. You can look at those. We'll finish off that collection, but let's get right to it. First one is the AMC Rebel Machine. This is number 16. So the first one, there was one version of this one. It was released in kind of a, the AMC Rebel Machine was first a premium model, and then has moved to basic this year. And its first one was kind of that color combination, the white with red and blue. Is very much the way the Rebel Machine has been. I think kind of the stock color version of this. So now we have a Zamac version that we can add to it. Next one, we're going to go pretty fast. It's the Dodge Charger stock car. Another casting that I probably would not normally collect. It's cool because it is. It's not just one of those generic stock cars, but I don't. I'm not a big stock car guy, but occasionally I like some of that stuff, but. Not a casting I collect. I think the first version in this one was blue, and now we've got it in the Zamac version. And as I always say, I love Zamacs because it's such a cross-section. So castings that I wouldn't normally collect, I have at least one in the collection, and now I have a stock car to add that to that collection. This one, the Porsche 935, oh, it's a must. I will, of course, collect this one. This is the third color, and so this one actually kills two birds with one stone, so to speak, because... Not only is this a Zamac and the final Zamac of the year, but it is also a new model. So if let's remove the convention stuff out of the way real quickly and move this over here. I think we'd have to turn it around. Here, I'll move that out of the way, sorry. So I'll need to add it right there. So we had the first one in white with the gold rims, and then white with the gray rims and the reverse colors. So then I'll have to make some space here. And I will add the Zamac to that one when we do the new model polls, right? So, and we'll talk about the new models in just a second. But yeah, I'm going to have to actually open up two of these, and I will go ahead and do that. But let's open up one of these for the Zamac collection, at least right now. So still in that Magnus Walker Deco, looks cool as a Zamac. But what's cool about this is that there was a very limited, 10 or 20, maybe 50, I don't know, done special of Magnus's car a few years ago. One of the Porsches he did, was it the 70 or something, and that he was able to give to some of his friends. He used it as a giveaway and stuff. And you've seen some of those circulate around. But here's now the 935 getting the Zamac treatment in a very similar look, which is very, very cool. All right, that's the three Zamacs. And we'll go ahead and add those to the collection. So I'm looking at these 18 Zamacs, and I mean, the standout for me, I'm not going to say this is a strong year. There's some good ones here. I think the BMW is cool, the Ford GT, the Porsche. Earlier in the year, the Falcon A86 I put up there, and the Land Rover 90. I'm going to say my favorites of the Zamacs, you see there's one I haven't even mentioned, it's definitely the 300ZX, the plain 300ZX. It was the only plain one this year that they did. Let's move those out of the way. Let's get to the new models. I opened up a Q case. Remember, Hot Wheels sent over the Q case a while ago, and we already did that unboxing a while ago. But I do need to get these models open. So I'm going to focus on the new models mainly, but there are a few to show off that I do need to open. I think the non-new model, now there are some, in that Q case I opened, and I've noticed there are some A case models. I'll save those when I do the A case unboxing to do those highlights. We'll stay focused in 2021. But from the highlights, I think the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR is definitely a highlight. So we want to open that one up. In yellow to start, in this gray with the black lace rims, which I think is really nice. I don't need the stripes on it, but it's still the gray with the black stripes and the black rims is really cool. And I've always been a huge fan of this casting. So we're definitely adding that one to the collection. Then there are three interesting chases, to be honest. There was, in this case, and I'm not even going to open these, I'll just show them to you. There was this one I'm not. The Pagani Huayra came in this gold color. I wouldn't have been too excited about it, but there is an ID version, which I actually didn't pull from the case, but I did find in that Dollar Tree mix in my travels this week. So that is going, I might do an ID thing later, so I'm not going to open this one up right now. I don't have all the IDs, and I might want those later. But two cool ones here. The Super Treasure Hunt is the Shelby Cobra 427 SC. This is just the regular version. I'll open it up. I don't have the Super yet, but one of you collectors, thankfully, is actually trading one to me so I can put it in the Lamley Awards. But here's the regular version. It's a good-looking car no matter what. Shelby Cobra is a cool casting. Very, very nice color. I like that they did the Cool Classics rims on these, which are very kind of basic, but very cool. Just stripes with the blank roundel. It's a nice model. We'll put it, obviously, once I get the Super in the Super collection. But the regular Treasure Hunt wins this one. In this case, this is the Lamborghini Countach police car, which is the regular Treasure Hunt here. Lamborghini Countach is getting a resurgence. Obviously, there was that new one that the Lamborghini's doing, and then we see Tomica Limited Vintage has released their Countach is coming in the next couple months. Hot Wheels has their premium version, and they have this really cool police version. And I like this emergency color combination on this one, and I really, really like this basic casting. So happy to see this as a regular Treasure Hunt. Lots of good regulars. I'm going to try and compile them all so I can do a Lamley Awards poll this year on those, and a showcase video. We'll worry about that when we get to it. A lot of reflection here. Sorry about that. All right, new models. We have several recolors that I need to add to the collection. You can see I've got the gaps here, and then I've got two new models that we need to add. So let's go with the recolors. We'll start with the LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GTR version 2 in blue to start. We now have it in red. This is a great casting. You Liberty Walk fans obviously are digging this one. I don't know, blue or red. Hard to say which one I like better, but they're both very, very nice, and the casting's spectacular. Pretty miraculous what Hot Wheels was able to do with a $1 model, keeping it this detailed. And they put all the details on it too, right? Front grille, side, back, everything is there, which is kind of cool. So that's one of the recolors. Another one of the recolors, another casting that people really liked. We'll see how this one fares in the Lamley Awards at the end, is the 2020 Toyota GR Supra. White to start, now in yellow. By the way, I said there was an asterisk. It's because there are, when the GameStop cases come out, and I don't know when that's going to be, but it might be well beyond this year. It might be in December, I'm not sure. If they come in time and I can include them in the Lamley Awards, I will, because there are, I think, 2 or 3 new castings in there. Here is the Supra. It looks cool in yellow. I think a white is my preference. The white is based on the car that was at SEMA a couple of years ago. But the yellow does look nice as well. Especially for you fans of, like, isn't that a kind of a Pandem style if it's not officially Pandem? And then the last one, I think of the recolors released in the Q case, this custom Honda N600. I liked that cream yellow color up there, but this one, the teal color with the black rims, I mean, come on. This thing is so cool. I don't know what I'm going to vote for best new model of the year, but there's a lot of good candidates, and this one is definitely one of them. What a great little casting. Ryo Asada did this one. The Honda resident, the late Ryo Asada. Gosh, it's still weird to say that, but this one is definitely part of his Honda legacy. What a cool casting. Absolutely adore it. Like the yellow, but man, that's really good. All right, two new models. Aston Martin V12 Speedster, kind of an interesting conceptual Aston Martin, and then the Range Rover Classic in red. So let's start with the Aston Martin. There's the artwork. Pulled this one from a case. I didn't pull the Range Rover. We've seen a couple of different Aston Martin concepts, one in premium, one in basic. So I didn't really like the Valhalla or whatever it's called, which we've seen twice this year. This one's okay, I guess. I mean, it's a cool concept from the top, but whatever. I'm just definitely not my cup of tea, but interesting in terms of cross sections. So I'll consider that, we'll put that in the new models. I do like this one, this Range Rover Classic done in like a Dakar style, rally style. Ibach's on there, Michelin's on there, Land Rover, Castrol. What else am I missing? This is clearly, you wouldn't even have to tell me, this is clearly a Dima design. Dima, who obviously designs basics for Hot Wheels. He did the Land Rover 90. He's obviously done this Range Rover. He did the Land Cruiser that we've seen, the Land Cruiser pickup. He loves this kind of stuff. And this is an obvious Dimitri. In fact, we'll talk Dima here when we do the convention models. But that is really cool. Okay, so that one in red, dig that, kind of the off-road style, looks super, super cool. And that is it. Like I said, we'll get some recolors, but in terms of castings, we are now done. With the Range Rover and the Aston Martin, we are complete. We'll add those to the list. The only thing I need to add, and it's just because I'm waiting to get one, is the Porsche ID. I am actually adding that to the new model list, even though it's technically not a new model. I'll talk about that when I do the Lamley Award video. But yeah, we're good. So a few recolors to go, but we are now up to date. 2021 new castings is complete. And you don't have to tell me which one's your favorite now, because you're going to get a chance to vote here in the next couple of weeks. All right. I'm not done. Convention models. We're just doing this, right? So there were always at the convention, at least lately, there are two convention models that you get right as you attend, and these are for ticket holders. One that's given at the dinner honoring someone, usually from the Hot Wheels team. And then there's a finale model. And all of these are actually significant. In fact, all right, had to break away for a second. Sorry about that, because actually all of these, with the exception of this one, have some companion model that was released in a previous convention. So why don't we just start with the 66 Supernova. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of these protectors. Wasn't able to attend the convention this year due to some scheduling conflicts, which was a real bummer, but the convention folks were nice enough to send me a set of the models. Obviously, I want to give them their due here on video, because that's my job, is to show these models off. Here's the logo, LA, California. Remember, in the fall, it's always in LA. Nationals is in the spring, and they usually pick a different place. I think, is it Charlotte next year? Here's the numbers, 5402 out of 6200. That's what this one is. It's going to be opened up. Now, this one has a companion piece, because at Nationals earlier this year, this USA deco was actually introduced on the lifted, the 4x4 83 Silverado. So we already saw this kind of American flag USA style on this one already with the 83 Silverado, and now we get the Nova sporting the exact same deco. So let's open this one up and take a look. These are always on really thick cardboard. Okay, so this one's cool. Obviously, well, I'm going to say I'm not actually keen on the deco, and nothing about the content of the deco, what it represents. It's just a little bit out there for me. Maybe it has kind of like a race car kind of look to it, I guess, but not one that I'm particularly keen on. Done well in terms of like The themes between the two models is kind of cool. They've got that same, some of the styling that's on the roof of the 83 Silverado is on the roof of the Nova. And I like how they've instituted kind of a red and blue look on the engine as well. So casting that I love, the Supernova, and I've got every version. They just did a pink one for Nationals. Right now we have this one with the USA logo. So there is that pair of the USA models. They look cool together. All right, next one. Which one do I want to go to? You know what? Let's just do the other convention model, which is the Custom 72 240Z, Datsun 240Z. Getting it out of the protector, tossing the protector, and here is the model. Now this one, I really do like the deco because most of you know it's actually the third of three. The first one was the Datsun 510 wagon from a good 5-6 years ago, I believe. I can't remember. I'd have to be able to read the year on that one. But this deco, this black with the orange BRE inspired stripe, was introduced on this 510 wagon back in whatever year that was. And then it returned last year in one of the modified conventions, one of the virtual conventions. The 510 Coupe got the same deco, this time a little different with the Hot Wheels logo over the stripes, but still obviously you can see that they match the chrome rims instead of orange rims, and then these orange wall tires, which are kind of cool, orange line tires. So there was that pair, and then to keep with that Datsun theme, we finish off with this 72 Datsun 240Z. This one is the opening hood version. I don't think the 510 was the opening hood, but this one is. Dog is angry. So let's just look at it first. So there is the engine with the Datsun logo on it. That looks super, super cool. And then when you close it, remember you have to like push this one down a little bit. There we go. So really, really cool. Has the same deco. Love. It says last one on the rear license plate. That means not last convention, which did scare a few people, but just last one of the three of the special Datsun set that the convention folks did. That's Mark and Jennifer. All right, so we are 3 cars in, or let's see, we got the 3 Datsuns, we got the 2 USAs. Now let's go to let's just go ahead and look at Dimitri's Land Rover Defender 90. Dimitri, Dima, as everyone calls him, designer. He's the basic designer for Hot Wheels. He's done a ton. He did the 300ZX, which is one of my favorites. But he is partial to these off-road style, especially these European Land Rover style vehicles. In fact, he owns a Land Rover 90, in which he has been working on, and he'll document it occasionally on his Instagram. Definitely worth following. So he was the guest of honor for the dinner this year, and they always let the designer pick what they want and pick the deco they want. And this is what he came up with, this Land Rover Defender, which is super, super cool. So we've seen this casting in basic most of the time. It just entered premium in the Fast and Furious series. We also had that special Herschel's exclusive. And now we have this one, which I think will be the definitive version of the Land Rover Defender for those that want to collect it. Oh, I didn't show you the number on this one. 4,000 of these. This is 2667. I think of the Datsun 6200 as well. This is 1975. Boy, what if it was 1972 and I opened it? I bet a few people would be mad at me. Okay. Anyway, let's just have a look at this one. I do like that 240Z, but I would say the Land Rover 90 is my favorite of this set of 4, just because it's unique, it's different, something we haven't seen in the convention mix, something fresh. Like how they redid the tire, even though that's not the proper tire on the back, it still is very, very cool to see. This one this is maybe what led to the Fast and Furious version in black, because obviously this is a basic model. It was done in premium with the metal base, probably for this or for Fast and Furious. I don't know which one. Love the yellow rims on it. Shakhmatov on the side, that is Dimitri's last name. So that one is super cool. And then Dima on the hood, which everyone knows him as Dima. That's my star of the show. And to finish off in this long video, let's go to the Volkswagen drag bus. Now people are asking, why is it facing that way? Well, because this is, and let's see, well, let's pull it out. Why is this one facing the wrong way? I don't know if it will say here. This is number 2152 of 4500. Here's the point. This was the convention model. The Nationals model finale model was also a drag bus. And there it is right here. It was facing this way in its packaging. And if you notice, it's got this cool brushed metal look with the black roof. And it is also an homage to the very first drag bus, which was actually released in the basic range with this Fahrvergnügen Volkswagen symbol up front right here. So this one was done as an homage to the basic, and this one, and it's the anniversary this year, 25 years of the drag bus. And so they're celebrating by doing its opposite, as you can see. So black with the brushed metal roof. Everything else is the same, except all the colors are exactly the opposite for the most part, right? So different flames on the side, but this is like different base colors, different wheels, like opposite wheels. Everything is opposite. Which is I like this kind of stuff. I like these kind of related models. We saw this with the Gassers in the 50th anniversary as well during the convention. We had a gold and a black, and then they were vice versa. Chrome rims. Here, I'll hold them so you can kind of see. Put the roofs together. Obviously, the colors are different, but the base colors are the same. Here, I'll do it like this. So older logo and new logo. Is that what it is? Looks like it. Yeah, so kind of an older logo and then a more modern logo on the new one with more modern flames, right? That's cool. I like it. So cool to see these two together. Kind of digging that, and the drag bus is a very, very cool. Well, drag bus, I've never been too keen on the drag bus, but it is, I mean, it is genuine Hot Wheels art, right? It's about as iconic as it gets when it comes to Hot Wheels vehicles. And so I dig that too. You guys tell me what you think. Zamac collection, going with the Z. New models, that's going to be a Lamley Awards. Convention models, I'm going with the Land Rover 90, Dima's Land Rover 90. I am caught up on this. Time to move forward with the Lamley Awards. We've got a few more catch-up videos. We might put Fast and Furious Premium to bed because it's over. That will be a fun video. But we are ready to go. Thanks, everybody. Bye.